The following is intended for immature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh no! I just remembered I don't have pants on.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, here we are. It's Justy. You're watching Gunpla Build Couple right here live on Twitch. We are live on Twitch. We are live on Facebook, and we are live on YouTube. Hoping soon to be live a couple other places, so we're working on it. Apologies for the little dirt squirrel scruff going on. I did wash my face this morning. I'm sorry. A lot going on today. It's kind of going to be a more truncated stream than I wanted to do, but I do want to try to get everything finished up today on our God Gundam build, the HI-Res model kit, and I want to then we'll see where we can go from there. And then, of course, tonight we plan on being back on. Going to try to start getting a little bit regular. I really do want to get us on board the Honkai Star Rail. You know, they've also got drops going on. So if you're on Twitch, if you're watching us on Twitch, definitely feel free to come by. If you play the game, if you're thinking about playing the game, you can get some great drops there. So hopefully that will be happening. So not much else to talk about. There's been a lot going on. We really hope to start getting more going on. It is Pride Month, so happy Pride to everybody who celebrates Pride. We just want to let you know that Cindy and I both are LGBTQIA allies. So we here believe that love is love and that you are who you are. You are as your creator intended you to be. Based on whatever your belief system is. So you are the way you are, and love is love. We have plenty of friends in our lives that are members of the LGBTQIA community, and we want to, again, let everybody know that you are family to us. So we welcome everybody to the stream. We are an all-inclusive stream. Also want to let everybody know that we do have a merch store open. If you look on our Twitch page, actually, if you look on most of our pages, you'll see that if you go to streamlabs.com/gunplacouple/merch, and I'll try to get a blurb up, but if not, check our Twitter page. We do have a links page on our Twitter. Most of our pages have access to a link that will take you right to the merch store. We have some great stuff going on. We do have Pride merchandise going on through the month of June only right now, and a couple of other things. I'm still putting together some stuff to put up on the merch store, so we are working that through Streamlabs, as they are an all-inclusive. I'm using Streamlabs so to get everything up and running. So without further ado, I kind of want to go ahead and get us into our build. Like I said, got a little bit of a truncated stream today. I've got to run and get some supplies for the office crew. I don't know if anybody's been looking at our fun and fantabulous social media links. Sorry, I had a vapor lock there for a second. Lack of oxygen to the brain up here in the hangar bay. But yes, out here in the hangar bay, we were doing everything we can to try to make sure that we had a staff up and running. So we decided to definitely get our stuff going and make sure that we were making sure all that was going on for everybody. And we hired some extra staff. If you are following us on our social links, you can meet our staff. They are a fantastic group of individuals. It's growing leaps and bounds right now. We do have I believe right now the only one we've officially announced is our HR manager, our HR director, Mr. Bitts. He's a good boy. He's a little bit of a tyrant, but it's currently in a meeting right now, so I can say that he's probably not going to see this. So we had a big meeting yesterday, and we had to discuss a lot of stuff. So that was fun. So let's see if I can get some music going here in the background. Okay. And give me just a minute. We are going to get everything up and running for us to continue our fantabulous build on our God Gundam. So grab the necessary parts. I gotta grab my boy here. Looking pretty good. Don't look at this part. Don't look at this part. He still doesn't have pants on. So we'll set him over here out of the way while we work on that. Okay. And yeah, gotta get all the requisite parts out here and everything got going on. But I hope everybody's doing all right this week. Pretty good week so far. I mean, you know, hey, it is what it is. We got a lot going on. I don't know about you guys. I think everybody always has a little bit going on, making sure that you got to keep everything up and running smoothly. So kind of important to do. So when you're keeping an eye on things like that, so very, very important. But it is Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday in our household. We do celebrate Taco Tuesday. It's almost religiously where we're consistently having tacos on Taco Tuesday. So hopefully everybody will get involved with that. So excuse me a minute while I take a look at something. Don't go anywhere. Take a look at something quick. Done in just a second. I just gotta make sure some other. Okay. So, all right. Let's see. Got the booklet out. Having some tools now so that we can keep going with what we got. Again, for anybody who's curious as to what we use, I've got a basic pair of nippers. These are my files that I use. This is a basic double-sided emery board. You can pretty much get this at like CVS, Walgreens, wherever you choose to go, Walmart, Target. It's pretty end-all be-all. This one is a kind of like a polisher finisher kind of deal. It's got some fine grit on this side, and then you got your polisher on this side. This thing is well worn. Also something you can pretty much get anywhere that sells beauty supplies. So and then an X-Acto knife. So X-Acto knives are always good to have. So all right, let's go ahead and get into it. Change up our scenery here. All right. And I hope everybody can see okay. As you can see, I got my booklet out here. All right. So we now get to start with the fantastic leg armor, ladies and gentlemen. And you know, it's I think we've done pretty good. You know, at the last stream we did, we got the upper torso and everything built, the head, everything like that looked really, really good. So we're going to get this going. It's going to be great. Let's see. So grab some of the runners here that we need. A runner. It's the A runner. It's what's left of it. There's actually surprisingly not as much as I thought there'd be. So, kind of right along. The one so not set that one over there. As soon as I put it. So bet you this is the one. Still not the one. I don't have too many. I honestly don't have too many runners left, so eventually I will find it. So, and hey, look, I found it. Okay, so we're good to go. Alrighty. So let's see here. Microphone a little bit. So get a little closer. Don't be shy. You're not listening to the night jams. I'm just kidding. So again, I hope everybody's doing good out there today. Having a good time. It's important to have a good time. It really is. Life is a little short. It's one thing that I'm learning. I'm not going to lie to you folks. Last month being Mental Health Awareness Month, it was very important. It was one thing I learned that, you know, taking care of your mental health is key. And that if you don't, it really makes it hard to function. And as someone who has battled with mental health issues most of my adult life and a good bit of my growing years too, I'm going to tell you right now, there are people out there who will just never get it. And, you know, for those that have been, you know, fortunate enough to never have a mental health issue, or for those who have been able to, you know, somehow just find their way of dealing with it, that hasn't been, you know, related to drugs or alcohol or something of an adverse nature, you know, bully for them. I you know, but I understand that everybody needs help sometimes, and there's no shame in that. So if you need help, there are avenues out there that you should look into, and I would definitely, if you need to seek help, seek it. Go out there and find them out there. Because just thinking it'll go away, chat, it doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. You know, and I mean, a bad day, everybody has a bad day. Everybody has a bad day. I'm not going to sit here and tell you they don't. But the difference is that, you know, a bad day does go away. But, you know, some things don't go away. Just don't. And the trick is that you know you'll know the difference. Try not to let that stuff stay inside you. Get it out. Talk to somebody. It's important. So, I will say that's one of the things that I really do enjoy. You know, I do find that building Gunpla is kind of an outlet that helps me with dealing with some of my issues, in the sense that this gives me a way to focus and relax. I kind of tend to sometimes tune out the world as I'm doing it, and that's what gives me kind of the you know, the ability to make these, you know, make the get through the days. You know, it's like when days are tough, you know, you can come home and you can grab a kit and you can slap one together. I don't, you know, I might have music on in the background. I might just have the TV on. I might not even have that. I might just be sitting here, building my kit, minding my own business, having a good time. You know what? Sometimes that's... by the time I'm done, not even thinking about what made me feel the way I felt beforehand. Oop, got a little too close there. Sorry about that. So, anybody out there, you know, tell me what you're into. What do you do to unwind, to relax, to feel better? What helps you out? So, so let's see. Apparently we're putting on the thigh armor. This might be the most interesting way. Usually I've built, you know, when I'm building armor on to, you know, especially when you're building most of these kits, a lot of times you're usually building them the absolute opposite way. You know, you're putting stuff on, you know, you put the bottom part of the leg together and then you put the upper part of the leg together and then boom, that's when you're done. But apparently this one is a lot different in that regard. So, very fascinating to and it's supposed to just lock in right like that, and it's not. Alright, listen. Maybe I should try putting the back piece on first. That's not to say is that, man, sometimes building a kit can be frustrating as all get out. You have pieces that don't want to work together. You have things that just aren't seating right or something of that nature. And that happens. It happens from time to time. And the trick is to just take a breather. It will happen. Sooner or later, all makes sense. Make sure I've clipped off the right one, because you know sometimes you sit here, you're talking, next thing you know, 16 and 18. Clipped off 16 and 18. That one went on without a hitch. Maybe now that we've got our guide. There we go. There we go. Let's see. So here comes the next one. So I realize it's Tuesday. Anybody got anything else they're planning for the weekend? Come on, guys. I know you're out there. This keeps up, I'm going to have to resort to dad jokes. Sorry, I had to work some stuff there. All right, so let's see what's next here. Ah. Let's see. Looks like we got a shin. Right. There we go. Let's get that bad boy on there. Right. Hey, this is a interesting. Ah. Didn't mean to do that. Put you back on. Or I kick you in the shin. That moment you're trying to figure out how exactly this thing goes on here. So. See what it does now. Just kind of floats there until the other parts get there. Gotcha. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Seems simple enough, doesn't it? Seems simple enough. So, Chad, I gotta tell you, I just found out I'm colorblind. And that news just came out of the orange. Hey, Chat, did you hear that laughing too loudly is illegal in Hawaii? They only permit a aloha. You brought this on yourselves, Chat. I hated my last job. All I did was crush cans all day. I mean, it was so depressing. You know, my mother asked me the other day why I have so much candy. What she doesn't know is I always keep a few Twix up my sleeve. I know. I should probably get a rim shot sound effect, but right now, chat, this stream does not have a whole lot of it's kind of shoestring budget, so feel free to streamlabs.com/gunplacouple/tip, where you can hit us at the tip jar or stop by our Ko-Fi, ko-fi.com/gunplacouple, and that will allow you to help out the stream. We appreciate it. Otherwise, just feel free to hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the follow. We definitely want to be go to choice for fine, fun anime, manga, gunpla building, one-stop shop. So feel free. Otherwise, the jokes have to continue. It's just the way it is. So I don't write the rules, chat. I don't write the rules. I just follow them. So, but anyway. Okay. So the under gates are up. See, missed one. Wouldn't know it till I was putting it together, and then I'd be out of luck. It's a good thing I checked. Guess it would help if I put it on right side up instead of upside down. Ah, see, I missed a little bit of undergate there. Come on now. There we go. It's a bit of a tighter fit. It's a little bit of a seam, but I think that'll probably be fixed once we get the side pieces on. So. Again, thought I got all the undergates off. Alrighty. So, before I worry about putting the another interesting one, piece about this, which I found really fascinating, is it came with rubber stickers for the feet, and I think that's probably one of the neatest things I've ever seen, which I think is great. I don't know that it needs it so far. Everything I've found with using the skeleton the way it was, this is a really, really sturdy kit. Stands well on its own, but mind you, that was the exoskeleton before, or the internal skeleton before we added any of the armor on. So yeah, it probably could use the armor. Not gonna lie to you. So, or probably could use the rubber. So, go with it. Know what I mean? So looks like we got the right leg pretty much done as far as they've asked us to go thus far. So let's see if we can't get this finished up. And I need to take a picture, but this is not the first G Gundam kit I've built. One of the first ones I built was a Rising Gundam, which is Domon's first one he uses. And then I've also built the Master. I do have I believe it was a non-grade Master. It was one of the original kits. And I have built a Devil Gundam, and I don't like to really discuss it that much. I will do a review on it later on at some point, just because I feel like fair warning to anybody who decides they have to have a Devil Gundam. I think they've since made an updated version. I really hope so. I'd love to see them revisit it again with something, let's just say, more substantial than what they originally built with. Because yikes, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to remember some of the other ones I've built. Cindy has built the Nobel Gundam. I have built a high grade version of the God Gundam. So I do have a few more G Gundam kits down below. I've also built a Death Army. I have built a Death Army kit. Which actually is a really solid kit, I'd have to say. Death Army not being obviously one of my favorites, but you know, as far as kits go, as far as designs go, the Death Army it's not a bad kit. It's not a bad kit. It's really solid on the merits. It's a solid build. It stands up. It does what it needs to do. And it just overall it looks better when it's done. So, but I do have a Master Gundam with Fuunsaiki. Saiki. Exactly on the pronunciation on that one, so I'm wrong. Excuse me. I apologize. And then I have a Maxter. My goal was to get the entirety of the the rest of them. I need to get the Rose, and then I need to get the Gundam Bolt, and I should have I think the other one is the Dragon. I think I've got the Dragon one. Anywho, so I've built a few of them. God, I would love to have just for the giggles of it, I wish they had made a windmill Gundam, and I'd love a tequila Gundam kit. I really would. Rather than having to go and fashion one, which is, I don't hate the idea of having to bash one, but the idea of you'd have to get the look, and I can only imagine how many kits that would take to bash all of that into one cohesive kit. Thinks that would take quite a few, and it would take some time, and it would take some hunting. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know that anybody has any of the other kits really has the sombrero, so that would probably take having to mold your own, or print one on your own, and because everybody has a 3D printer lying around, If I could do that, I would. But if I had that kind of money lying around, I don't know that we'd be doing this for anything other than poos and ha-has. And remember, it's always poos and ha-has until someone ha-has, then poos. Got the right leg done. Start with the left leg. Apparently my sinuses decided to go haywire. I don't know what that's about. So, for anybody who paid attention to the last stream, we were really that night supposed to do Honkai Star Rail. I wound up having a number of technical difficulties, so our stream didn't last very long. As a matter of fact, I've deleted all the VODs, deleted all the tweets, so other than the mention of it at the end of the first VOD of the build VOD, there's absolutely no record of that ever existing. And other than, I think I did post an apology. And again, I am truly, truly sorry for that. So we are really looking forward to that tonight. Believe it or not, I have not played any of the Boyoverse games. Well, I'll tell you. Okay, let me preface this. I played Impact Third. When it first came out, and it was just I think originally it was just an online game. I mean, not this. Sorry, a mobile game, not an online game. A mobile game. I had it on my phone, and I was getting up there. But after a while, it kind of got to where, unless you really did spend a lot of money on it, which I didn't have at the time, you weren't going anywhere. I mean, you could grind and you could build, and at the time they had where you could build like a, you were building like your fortress city, and then they had where you were kind of going in and doing some of the other different storylines where you were traveling back in time, but they were all kind of similar. They didn't have a whole lot of it was kind of lather, rinse, repeat. Keep doing this and grind and grind and grind, and you just weren't going to get anywhere unless you probably spent money to do your upgrades, which would allow you to do certain things, which then probably would have allowed you to get. So I took Impact Third off of my phone, and at the time I never really thought about holding on to any gaming IDs or anything like that. Fast forward to a couple of years ago, and Genshin Impact came out. And I remember it being a thing, and at the time I decided I still wasn't going to go back to Third Impact, or Impact Third. Or is it Third Impact? Anyway. Daddy wasn't going back. Daddy wasn't going back. Stand your ground, not going back. And because, number one, still hadn't seen that it was on PC. I had just gotten this new rig that I'm streaming on, and Genshin was very, very beautiful looking. Had the option to play it on platform and everything, and ironically enough, I'd started to a couple of times, and then things just kind of got, how do I say this, chat? You ever just get busy? You ever just run out of time, or you just stop having time? Well, that happened. I was out of work for a while. I was trying to do the streaming thing. We were trying to get ourselves established and everything, and hitting some walls there, much like we're doing right now. And so went out and found what I thought was just, okay, cool, part-time job. Got a part-time job. Part-time job was going to have money coming in. I could still do the streaming thing. Well, the part-time job turned into a full-time job real fast. Mostly because they found out what I could do. And so promotions kept happening, kept rising through the ranks, and that took about 14 to 16 months, to the point where I was a manager. I was promoted. Up to that point, I'd actually been doing the job long before they decided to give it to me. But they gave it to me at the worst time. They promoted me during the fourth quarter, which obviously, for anybody who knows, this was retail, so it was during fourth quarter when they promoted me. Worst time of the year to really kind of give someone a promotion, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, hey, here you go, and you're in charge, here's the hand grenade. So, and then on top of that, certain discussions were had, certain decisions were made that being told one thing and then another thing actually winds up happening. And so you decide that this isn't for you. Furthermore, I wasn't really sleeping well. I was having a lot of nightmares. Again, chat, mental health. Have to take care of yourself, because no one's going to do it for you. Just decided that where I was and where I wanted to be were two completely different things. So, and I got to a really, really kind of substantially low point in my life. My wife, trooper. So, anybody watching this, give Cindy a shout out. She's the one who kept us going strong through all of it. Anyway, positives are I'm here now, and then as we were getting ready to gear up to do this, they came out with Star Rail. Star Rail looks so good. And I've heard a lot of people love or hate Genshin. At the end of the day, Genshin looks like it's one of those where it falls down into the same thing where after a while it just kind of looks gacha-y. Down running events, or you're not going to get too far without having to spend a whole lot of money. Pardon me, chat. I'm going to step away for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. Sorry about that, chat. Anyway, so everything looked really, really good. We, like I said, we got up and running. And now we're here, so thanks for watching. I'm glad everybody's here today. By the way, my name is Justy. You're watching the Gunpla Build Couple. We are currently working on the remainder of the God Gundam HI-Res kit from Bandai. From the series G Gundam. Give us a follow, a like, a subscribe. We are on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. We are kind of all over the internet, so find one of our sites or just go to our main page at Twitch. You'll find a links page, and that's how you can find us all over the internets. So anyway, back to the build. Trying to get this boy some pants on. So, I know. Got his pants on and he's still naked. Always makes me think of that old, I believe it was Louis Grizzard. I don't know if anybody knows who that is. He was a satirist, writer. He was a pretty good storyteller, and he used to tell a joke. There's a difference between naked and naked. Naked just means you ain't got any clothes on. Naked means you ain't got clothes on, you up to something. So that's why I never ask my wife if she wants to get naked. Ask her if she wants to get naked. He doesn't have calves, chat. He doesn't have calves. We're working on it. We're working on it. We're getting there. All right. So. Okay, so for anybody who might be looking, who's watching, begin to introduce our Director of Public Relations. This is Mr. Bits. Mr. Bits, say hi to everybody. I'm sorry, not PR, HR. HR. You're the HR director. I know. This is harassment. This is harassment. I know it's harassment. Harassment. Did you just wake up from a nap? Been over there with Mr. Subbathy. Office man. Yeah. Listen to you. Listen to you. Oh, I know. Okay. All right. This is my entire day, chat. Anyhow, so. Now we get to the part where we put the rubber meets the road, so to speak. Yes, sir. How can I help you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's up? Mm-hmm. What's up? I know what you want. No, you... Oh, look at you. Oh, you're going to make a mess of the desk, aren't you? Yeah, you're going to make a mess of the desk. You've already made a mess of my uniform. To get work done. I know Daddy's working. Daddy's working. How can Daddy get work done if he's... Oh, listen. Okay. Gotta put you down. Back to work. You can write me up later for insubordination. I know you're in charge of HR and I'm still your boss somehow. I know you hate. I know you hate. I know you hate that idea. No, sir. No, those are not for you. Those are wires. Man. Brother. Apologies. I hope everybody enjoyed that nice little interlude we had there. That was fun, wasn't it? Yeah. So anyway, boy, I cut into this thing. I know I did. All right, so. No, sir. No, sir. Kids. I don't know what's wrong with these kids today. really do like. See, so the rubber actually fills in these little grooves, so actually really well put together. Like that idea. Kudos Bandai. A kit of absolute tweezers. So again. So just put your feet in the air. Wave them like you just don't care. So as you can see, get a little bit closer. Apologies, I have to check my phone periodically today. To make sure that I don't miss some things we're working on. Tell you what, these rubber stickers are good, except for come apart. Do what I need to do. Gill pieces are really tiny, so it's fun. Let's see, I'm gonna check and see. It's appear to be something else, so I'll stick that back for the time being. So we are done with stickers, the rubber stickers for now. let's see. Almost done here. Making some right decent progress now. You know, I go and say that and then I do a boo-boo. For some reason that one didn't look right, so I had to pull it and place it again. So he now has feet. Have feet. Okay, let's see. Just legs in the air, chat. Just legs in the air. Righty. Small parts, chat. Small parts. I gotta tell you, thing that always concerns me about small parts. You lose them, you gotta go hunting for them. So, anywho, let's see here. thick. So thick. Thick calves. On this here. Hunk of mecha.
To find all by design, feeling all this power, reckless and devour, traveling the sound, never backing down, wanting to find more.
The idea is that it's supposed to snap in. Ah! Aha! Doesn't necessarily tell you that that pops right out. Jerk.
Wanting to find
It's kind of neat that the cav armor comes open a little bit, so kind of show off some of your details. So very nice, very, very nice. So, today being a Tuesday, it's also a new release day. And it's the start of a new month. So, anybody got anything good coming out that they're all about? If you're curious as to what came out and you're not 100% sure, you don't already have your stuff waiting for you at home, or you're not already reading it, feel free to, again, check out our socials on our social media pages. We did post the release slates for this week, stuff that came out today. That's another one that we're looking to kind of get out more frequently earlier in the, like, start doing it later part of the week prior to it coming out, so that people can, anybody that's unsure can make a pre-order. Mind you that it's not always 100% accurate. It is based on the information that we can get from either the publishers or from, if not directly from them, from someplace like Right Stuff. So ideally we go based on what the anticipated release date is. If for whatever reason it gets delayed or whatnot, for instance, I know some people already had their copies of March Comes in Like a Lion, that was slated for today's release, but some people already had it in their hand. Sometimes that stuff gets released early, but the information that we were given is that today would be the release date for it. So, again, we're going off of what information we are given at the time, and we do the best we can to try to keep it as accurate and up to date as possible. In addition, we're also trying to throw in our little takes of what we think is going to be the hot pick of the week, or at least what we think is a good pick. I know that Cindy picked March Comes In Like a Lion, and I picked Mashal, Magic and Muscles. I know it's got its anime out this season, at least the first season of it, or the first part of it. So I know that some of that is, some of those tend to be, because it's a Viz title and whatnot, tends to get pretty popular. So hopefully those will be good reads for everybody to enjoy. I haven't had a chance to read them yet myself. So we are also looking to get into doing previews and things of that nature, reviews and previews as much as we can. So again, if these are things that you're interested in, give us a follow, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and we will work on making sure that that way you'll stay in the loop, you'll stay up to date, you'll stay in the know, and you'll be able to get all the latest, greatest information on manga and anime. And I know that Discotech announced yesterday that there were a lot of new titles up for, I believe it was their August, 2 months from now, August pre-order. Pre-order now for release in August. I know one of them, amongst them, was the complete Cutie Honey series. I believe one of the other ones, one of the ones that I was interested in, is Saber Rider and the Star Sheriffs. For anybody, that was my childhood. I remember watching that one with the voice of Ramrod, otherwise in Japan known as Bismarck, voiced by in the English dub by none other than Peter Cullen. So who, if anybody out there who and you've been living under a rock, and if that's the case, I truly don't know how to help you. If you don't know who Peter Cullen is, he is the voice of Optimus Prime, and he is also the narrator for Voltron. So he is your mecha daddy. He has voiced all of the greats, in my opinion, when it comes to stuff like that. Now, is Saber Rider and the Star Sheriffs a great anime series? That's entirely debatable. It didn't have a lot of episodes. I believe it only had one season. But it's kind of one of those, it's one of those, like I said, if you're a nostalgia buff like me, who enjoys going back and looking at stuff of their childhood, even if you sit there and go, oh my god, this is absolute dreck and I can't believe I watched it. And I have said that about a couple of things. The 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo springs immediately to mind. And I'm going to tell you right now, folks. The 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo. Vincent Price is the only redeeming part of that show, and that doesn't make it better. It's not a selling point. It's not actually what I would call grounds for running out there right now and picking that up. What I will say is this: sometimes you just want to relive and enjoy and cherish childhood memories, because let's face it, adulting is hard, y'all. Spend all this time as when we're children thinking we want to be adults and get to be an adult, and a lot of us don't mind going back and being a kid. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't want to be a kid again. I don't want to have to go through all that crap again. But I like thinking back to a time when I was a kid, and certain things used to be more enjoyable, more fun. So there's always that. Anywho, back to the build. As you can see, we're coming along. We're getting the feet made. Yes, chat. And for anybody asking, for you folks viewing at home, yes, I realize he's still got nothing covering his midsection. So, I don't know what to tell you. Avert your eyes. Kidding. It's not guys, it's number one, it's a model kit. Number two, it's a robot. It's not anatomically correct. Don't even know what I'm doing. Let's focus on the one foot first, and then we'll go with the other one. The song says you got to put one foot in front of the other, and then put your other foot down, down, down. So I hope everybody's having a good time enjoying the stream. Anybody got any questions so far? do love that a lot of these parts were very securely attached to the runner. I don't know about anybody else, but especially with some of the high grade kits I've had, some of the runners tend to come, I guess, somehow during transport, getting over here from where they're manufactured. I guess sometimes the jostling, the shaking, the moving all around. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Anywho, has a tendency to put some undue stress on some parts, and some parts just wind up, they wind up getting broke. They don't get broken off, but they do get taken off. And so it becomes a thing of, you'll go to get a piece out, either the piece is loose in the bag, or I've had some where piece just simply, I go to snip it off the runner and it just falls off the runner. It don't take anything at all to make that bad boy move off the runner. Okay. Just got the right leg completely done. Front part of the ankle guard. Got a just back piece. Left one. We'll have the waist section. At that point, we'll have the weapons, the core lander, right. They're getting there. Chugging along. I hit the microphone and I apologize. Hello, PG name 11122. How's it been so far? It's been good. Thanks for dropping in. I'm Justy. My wife Cindy is currently out today. We're just working, trying to get the finish up here on the old HI-Res God Gundam. How you doing today? Sorry, I just now saw you pop into the chat room. I hope I haven't run you off. Anyway, doing good here. just chugging along. We're, like I said, we're almost done. We've gotten the legs mostly built. As far as getting the armor clad on it, working on the left foot now. So just a matter of doing that. And then we got, you know, still not quite done yet. Got plenty of parts to go after that. Still got to make that core lander. Hope you're having a good afternoon. So much going on, chat. So much going on. So for anybody that does decide to stop in and check us out, I do appreciate it. Once again, I know that there are a lot of channels out there with a lot going on, so appreciate y'all stopping in. Hope you're doing okay. If today's dayside stream is not your cup of tea, I understand. Come back tonight. We're gonna try to hitch a ride and become space hobos. Get on that star rail. So probably looking about 8:30, 9 o'clock for that. If I can get on sooner, I will. So just keep an eye out for that. And we're definitely going to be looking at getting a normalized schedule out there for everybody for anybody who's everybody and everybody who's anybody. So basically everybody to get out there and tell your friends, your enemies. We definitely want to be able to say hi to everybody. Do what we can to share our love of gunpla building and video games, anime and manga, or manga, however you want to say it, or anime. Tokusatsu Super Sentai. Like you some Ultraman? Definitely want to discuss that. Love me some Ultraman. Got the new show Blazar coming out next month. Also, They're now doing they've dubbed Ultraman Z. So they're showing the dubbed versions of those on YouTube, which I think is interesting. Not that I have a problem watching the subbed, but hey, I admire the work that the voice actors and the fact that Tsuburaya is putting the effort into trying to get that as many eyeballs as they can on Ultraman. And I think that's great. And I wish Toei would do the same. I think I'm going to expound on why I don't think that Toei is able to a lot of people think that Toei just doesn't care about getting the tokusatsu out to the American audience, Kamen Rider and the Sentai stuff. I don't necessarily think that that's true. I think that I'm erring on the side that it is much in the same vein, for anybody who follows that level of melodrama with licensing and things of that nature. I feel like it's a Harmony Gold kind of deal with Harmony Gold with the Robotech versus Macross thing. I think it's Saban's Saban and Hasbro really wanting to hold on to that Mighty Morphin Power Rangers money as much as they can. So they just aren't putting enough, they don't want to put enough effort. Now, I know that's also kind of rough considering that they just had Knights of the Zodiac come out that was supposed to be in theaters, and they canceled a lot of the airings. I'm not exactly sure what the impetus behind that was. I'm sure they had their reasons. Maybe they were just, if it's not going to sell out, don't bother showing it, or if it was just poor sales in general, that they weren't going to bother showing it to a less than half filled theater, and so they were finding out that some theaters were just not fully sold or had less than capacity, so they were just yanking the airings. It's hard to say. And I'm sure years from now somebody will tell us something. And I would love to have a good answer. Because I do think that there are enough of us out there who want to see quality product. I know there are a lot of people that are up in arms about the current manga of Kamen Rider Kuga. So, take a moment. Begin the waist armor. Once again, for anybody walking into the stream at this point, my name is Justy. You are watching the Gunpla Build couple. Yes, there's only one of us here right now, and that is me. My wife Cindy is currently out and about today. She is doing other things, and we are finishing up our build of the high resolution God Gundam from the series G Gundam. This is I gotta say, it's a beautiful kit. We got the legs done. Now we need to give him some clothes around his waist. So, apparently what I need to do is I need to move his legs up. Homie, you drop a runner in the floor, chat. When I need it. Anyway. Okay. Let's see. Hoping that we should be able to finish this up. If for whatever reason we're not able to finish it up today, we are hoping to finish it up tomorrow. And at which point we will maybe move on during the day stream. We will move on to another kit. And then we'll go from there. So lift your arms up, sir. Gotta tell you, every now and then when I go to put on some of these pieces, I feel like I'm gonna snap the whole thing off of my hand. And I like that the fit is very tight, but the ultimate fear that kind of resides in me that I'm gonna go all Hulk on this piece of plastic. Which, hey, $10 kit, you don't sweat it. This kit, a little bit more expensive. I think about it. You meditate on it. You worry about that kind of stuff. Ready. So let's see. It's cute. They have little undergates right inside this thing. Closer to snipping my skin off than I would anything else. Alright, so man, hate that my one chatter has left me. That's okay. Because I'm going to tell you right now, folks, I am here either way. I get paid or I don't. So now that those are on, stand you back up relatively. Is looking good. Okay, one down, one to go. Sides on. Just moving right along. Got this waist armor we're going to put on here. Fortunately, I have to cut this stream a little shorter than I wanted to today. Of course, I got started later too, but you know. Again, we've been having a number of difficulties around here. So, take your patience and understanding. We will get this finished up. Whatever we don't do today, we will get done tomorrow. Again, tonight's stream. Fun, chat. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna be space hobos. You know, everything I've seen about the Star Rail game looks absolutely beautiful, and I'm mad at myself that I haven't gotten on there before, and I'm mad that I haven't dragged you with me. But we're gonna do this, you and I together. It's gonna be fun. Oops. Nice fall, Grace. What do you do for non-car? Alrighty. Getting this waist armor. Getting her done. Getting her done. Don't get me wrong, we still got a ways to go on this thing. Rome wasn't built in a day. Don't ask me how I know. See, says the blind man. Go on in certain ways. They go on in certain ways, chat. That piece together. Nice and done. Snuggy wiggy. Excuse me, chat. I'll be right back. I gotta check something. Sorry about that. I had to step away for a second. Well, that just doesn't want to stay on there, does it? It's fine. Right. So it's just a matter of setting that in place there. All right, there you go. Front side of the waist is done. Got the legs. Now we just got to do his butt. I think that's where we're going to stop today, Chad. We're going to do the back side of the waist. Basically get his cover his butt, and you know, because it's always important to cover your butt. Cover your butt. Cover your butt, chat. And then what we'll do is we'll pick up tomorrow with the core lander. At that point, we'll have the core lander, and then we will have the visual effect, the rainbow. As you can see, the rainbow on there. And then we can put some weapons together. We'll do the decaling offline. Decaling tends to be a laborious and kind of a tedious task, I would say, chat. That's, I mean, you know, not that model kit building live isn't kind of laborious and boring, but it can be soothing and enjoyable. Decaling, however, has a tendency to, you really got to focus on what you're doing. So, just bear that in mind. Let's finish up with this here. Gonna try to finish strong, chat. Gonna try to finish strong. Like we're going to have all the parts we need off of this one to finish up the waist. That's another run done. Love it when you're down, when you use up a runner and you don't have to worry about going after that one anymore. So give it one good look over to make sure, and then I'm going to go ahead and put it over here out of the way. If you have the opportunity to recycle them, that's great, and you should. Here, our local landfill apparently does recycling for us. We used to have to mandatorily separate. Apparently, at some point, the county decided they were doing it themselves. So, fully for them. They charge me taxes for it, so. So it's another runner done. Oh, I see my office manager is awake from his afternoon nap. He's probably going to complain about something now, I have no doubt. Yeah. Hello? No, we're not doing a conference call. We're here. Office again. Alrighty, yep, this is the one I need. This has also been very therapeutic in the sense that I really haven't had to do a whole lot of sanding and filing today. Polishing. Probably should save that remark until I finish here. Blemishes are moved. Let's go ahead and polish those out. Got all the gates cut off of everything else that we need. Hi, buddy. Yeah, almost done. We're almost done. Then we'll have the after show report. We'll have the after show meeting, and then Daddy's got to go get your mommy. Uh-huh. Mr. Stubbathy. Mr. Stubbathy. Okay. Let's see. Looks like we put this to... Come on now. All right. Line that up there. Good. What you do, pop it in there. Grab that cover, put it on there, like so. Second verse, same as the first. I gotta tell you, I love waist armor that allows for independent movement of the pieces. It gives such a wider range of motion, and it looks infinitely more realistic than a lot of the waist armor that comes on, like the gym. Don't get me wrong, I love GM units. I love every variant that they make of them. Some of them are absolutely fabulous. That being said, especially when it comes to the HG, the high grade kits versions, that's the one part where it gets skimped the hardest, is the fact that the skirt, the waist armor, the panels in the front are all one piece. So if they go to bend, armor's all the way up. So the leg that is bent has no coverage whatsoever. Now, it's a mild aesthetic choice, but you can see you have this plate, so you have this armor, like if their right leg is bent, the armor is up. Now, obviously, it's just a model kit, so in real life, that wouldn't be that way. Allow that kind of stuff, because at that point, you have no armor, and it's covering a joint, and that would be the best place to aim, and you take the leg off. Now, again, it's a giant robot. No big deal other than the fact that, yeah, you blow the leg off and it's no longer a mobile suit. And then, it's at that point, it's a sitting duck. So it's just one of those things that it kind of sticks with me, that it's a missed opportunity. But, the higher grade kits, I've not tried to build a master grade version of a GM kit. I need to. I want to. I will. Because, again, I really do enjoy GM kits. I think that GM kits are probably some of the most underappreciated overall kits out there. And I think that there is just something about them. Okay, for some reason that it's not. Well, I say I'm done, and this one piece just doesn't want 'em. That just seems underwhelming right there. All it does is sit right there. Now the gauntlets don't want to stay on. Finishing the stream, and here you are trying to fall apart on me. You ever have one of those days, chat? Anybody? Anybody at all? You ever just have one of those days? Well, tell you what. Just gonna finish this one off real quick. Just want to be able to kind of show y'all the progress that we've made so far, as we hopefully, if I snap this on, this kind of holds it in place. All right. So there you have it, chat. Give you the God Gundam. Come on, Gauntlet. Stay on there. As you can see, there's the slot where the core lander will go in, and we will build that tomorrow, which will allow us to finish up, and then we'll maybe, I don't know, we might build a smaller kit, you know, something a little bit more fun, easy to get at, something quick. We'll go from there. So once again, chat, I would like to thank everybody for stopping into the stream today. Once again, you've been watching Gunpla Justy, half of the Gunpla Build couple, in here today as we've been working on the HI-Res model kit of the God Gundam from the anime series G Gundam, Mobile Fighter G Gundam. And we thank you for spending your afternoon with us. Please, again, feel free to hit the like, the follow, the subscribe. Your eyeballs are really important to us, and so is your interaction. And we would love to see you guys again here next time. Again, keep an eye out on our Twitter feed. Should be able to see us at... Let's see here. Anyway, you can find us on Twitter at Gunpla Couple, Facebook.com/Gunpla Couple, or, you know, and they'll have all the links there. Again, keep an eye out on our social media, and we will let you know what tonight's stream is looking like. All right, as we become space hobos, and we're gonna ride the Honkai Star Rail. All right, get your passes, pack your bags. We're gonna have fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for me. I want to thank everybody for joining in, and we plan on seeing you later on. And once again, be kind to everybody, and if you need help, get it. There's no shame in it. Remember, in space, no one can smell your fart but you. Have a great day. Bye.